Welcome up to the stage and let's hear a round of applause for Jared Blake.
Thank you guys, very excited to be here. Appreciate the support. I love this venue after last time. It's just perfect setting, really nice crowd and all every time. So, really excited to be here. Stand-up comedy is a tough business to get into, and I'm working at it for a little while, but I made myself a promise that I would have a fail-proof plan if it didn't work out for me and what I was going to do. And I have that. If I don't make it in stand-up comedy, I'm going to become a male stripper. Basically, if you guys don't laugh tonight, I'm going to start taking off clothes, so it's up to you. You see what I'm saying? That was a stage dress. Please don't do that. No, I'm really excited to be here. Comedy has changed already pretty much every aspect. Well, almost every aspect of my life. The dating life has not changed very much yet. I did have one show, a girl came up to me afterwards and she was like, I thought you were really good. I'm like, oh, thanks. And she goes, yeah, you're funny, I like that. Trying to be cool. I'm like, oh, you think I'm funny on stage? You should see me in the bedroom. It was not the best pickup line I've ever used. I wouldn't suggest it to anybody. But like I said, I love doing this. I love performing stand-up. I love watching stand-up. Before the show, I was watching Dane Cook. And I hate Dane Cook. Not the reason most people say they hate Dane Cook. They're like, oh, he's not funny. He's funny. He is. But the reason I hate Dane Cook is because before he came along, you didn't have to be good looking to be a comedian. Think about it, the best looking comedian before Dane Cook was Robin Williams. He had the whole he's like mid-evolution, that's so cute. I mean, it's hair, I'm just saying. But all guys are hair, this is why I would never understand being gay. I think guys' bodies are really gross. I think the girls got screwed over in that, I'm just saying, because guys are hairy, smelly, they're hanging out all over the place. Girls are all shaved up, kept together, looking nice. If I'm with the girl, she's naked afterwards, I feel like I'm going to be like, I'm so sorry you had to see that. I'm going to take it back. But, dating's hard. Dating's a difficult thing. First you got to meet somebody, and they have to be right. And I'm not just talking about personality. Okay, don't fool yourself. Everyone in here, myself included, we're all shallow to some degree. If you don't think you're shallow, ask yourself this question. Have you ever met someone and you're talking to them, you click, and you're like, wow, this person's awesome, I would totally date them, except they're not physically attractive in any way. What's that? And then, you friend zone them for life, no matter what they do. But sometimes they ask you anyways, they ask you out or whatever, and you have to find a nice way to let them down. And you go, well, you're not my type. But then they push, and they're like, well, what's your type? Not ugly is a big thing. That's high. But, then you meet somebody, and it works, and you're attracted, and you get together, and the relationship's good. After a while, certain things sets in that I feel goes into all relationships. You're always on one side or the other. Sometimes you're on both. Jealousy. Jealousy is terrible, but it happens. Right? It starts off, you see your girl and she's smiling a little too much at somebody. So you're like, oh, what's up with that? And you start talking about it. Then she comes back to you about the girl who keeps texting you from work. And then it gets ridiculous, so you're driving through a toll booth. She leans over after you pay the guy, she goes, thanks, have a great night. You're driving, you're like, have a great night? What do you mean by that? Okay? No, you saw the way he was looking at you with his good eye, okay? But, no, I love this. Most people, are you guys eating out there? Is the food good? Yeah, decent, kind of, it's okay. I'm saving my appetite, because right after the show, going to Waffle House. No? What? Nobody says that. I've never been with a group of people, and it's like, oh, I'm hungry, you hungry? What? How are you? What? Want to go to Waffle House? What? No, never. Who goes there? They're everywhere. You never see one being built. It's never coming soon Waffle House. They're just there. They're like roaches. They self-produce. How do they pass health inspection? I was walking across the street from one the other day, looked over at it, food poisoning on the side. Waffle House. There's a general manager for Waffle House somewhere in the audience, oh, screw that guy, what? Health records, That would be so depressing, working at Waffle House. Makes me appreciate my jobs. Before I was doing this, I worked at Disney for a while, and it was a good job. People were kind of the biggest thing there, You walk into a theme park and you leave two things every time, no matter how many times you've been. You leave your brains and you leave your shame. Right? Stupid questions are bad enough. They'll walk up to you and they'll be like, what time's the next show? You've been out there all day and you're like, oh, if only there was like a giant sign behind me that said what time. They're like, oh, this place is magic. But I know people, and clearly I am no twig. Like, I have some weight on me, but I don't dress like I'm thinner than I am. And you have some people that do, guys and girls and all, and nothing against bigger women. But dress appropriately. Don't wear the halter top, tiny little shorts, juicy right across your butt. Only thing juicy was a hamburger you made before you came walking in. Reese just dripping down the chain, walking with me. What's the weight? I'm gonna guess 315, 320. I don't know why you'd ask me. That seems insulting. But now, when I'm not doing this, I'm actually working in an arcade. And you see some crazy things. You see, some family things. Two of my best friends are black. And the reason I point that out is because they pointed out to me stereotypical white families. And they were saying how, they'll sit there in a theme park or whatever, like, Christian, Caitlin, come go get your son. Go get, no, Mom, I hate you. I never get away with saying that. But no, Mom. And so I was looking, I'm like, well, what's the stereotypical black family? So I could tell them about that. And I'm, at my arcade counter doing the redemption or whatever. Kids are all shady looking at me. They're trying to grab stuff. I'm looking at them like, what are you doing? They're like, what you looking at, fool? You're 7 years old. Where's your mom? What? She's off in the corner. That's not much. I don't know what that was. He's your problem now. My favorite is Spanish families, because older Spanish people, they don't like to learn English, which is, second languages are hard, but they have their kids do it for them. So they basically have like an 8-year-old translator. So they come up to you like, oh, blah, blah, blah. That's what I hear. And I go, oh, I'm sorry, English. Oh, un momento. Pedro! Oh, you want to cook? Coke? No? Seems like we could have got that there. Okay, fair enough. But I think to myself, okay, that works in these situations, but what about something where it wouldn't work? Let's say I was selling drugs. Like, walking to him, like, yo, man, what you want? Like, oh, I speak English, what you want, man? Pedro! He wants a dime back. A dime? You're 8 years old. I'm not selling you drugs. I got a Happy Meal in the car for you. Like, that's all I got. I don't know. What? Oh, man. Families are crazy. My family's crazy. Like I said, I would never get away with saying I hate my parents. My dad believed in punishment. And it worked. It worked. Corporal punishment, I'm telling you. Not because I learned right from wrong necessarily, but I'm still terrified to this day if I step out of line. He's going to come out of somewhere, out of the rapid. What did I tell you, young man? Get my belt. No, Dad, please. Then, my brother, he made my last show, and then he wouldn't make this one. I love my brother, and I always tell this story because it's hilarious but embarrassing for the rest of my family. I invited him to a party one time. He was drinking a little bit, got out of hand or whatever. And what happens? He's like 6'2", 250, 260. I can't control him. He's gone. He's wasted. He's breaking stuff, and he's all over the place. And I'm, trying my best. Finally, 5:30, down goes Frankie. He's out. So I'm finally getting some sleep. So I lay down on the couch and I'm sleeping there. 7 o'clock in the morning, I hear the sound. What is going on? Roll over and look behind me. My brother is standing there. Chase! What are you, Chase? So, I was wondering, did you have fun? Are you hungry? Did you want to go grab some? You're peeing on the table! What are you doing? Oh, man. Family's crazy.